Hi everyone, we're back downstairs today for our session. Come join us on the seat. Okay, I'm hoping everyone is having a nice start to their day. Let's get the legs moving. Yeah, we've decided to go downstairs today. Then we're doing some little bit of work in the nice cool sunroom. So next time you see, it may look a little different. Who knows? It's all a bit of a surprise. But just giving the heads up, it is a truly windy day today. So today is Thursday the week before. So this would be everyone's Monday session. Grass up glutes. Our roller door is just making a teeny bit of noise, so just in case you hear a little bit of noise in the background, that's all it is. The house is not falling down, I promise you. We're all good. All right, nice good stretch. Let's get some movement in here. Give it a good little stretch up. Good, switch over legs. Excellent. And for all of you who want to know, Ames is doing excellent at home. I'm sure she's upstairs doing a little bit of research herself into cool new baby things. She definitely enjoys going through and finding some stuff, as well as we both love seeing new orders that come in through the mail, right? Isn't that all of a surprise for all of us? We order something, we forget what we've ordered, and then we get a nice little surprise. Fantastic. Good, give a good pull up on those legs, stretch up those quads. Today's session, I know it's just out of view there, I've got my two trusty dumbbells. So today's session is going to involve our dumbbells. Switch over legs. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed our the last 3 or 4 sessions have really had a bit of a different spin to it. So that balance coordination, a bit of sort of stretching focused instead of just like a split up stretching session there. So yeah, just change it up a little bit. We're going to go back to some stock standard hard or weight resistance training. Always fun. Hamstring stretch. Sit over the top, give it a good little shake around. As always, grab yourself a drink, good space and area, good footwear. I just finished having one of my protein shakes here, so I'm good and hydrated. But please ensure that you've got some water with you, as you're definitely going to want to have some just throughout the sessions when maybe we have a bit of rest. Switch over legs. Alright, fantastic. And as always, we're always doing a few things around the house, painting some cupboards and changing some stuff outside. And yeah, hopefully when it's all done outside, I can give you another little quick update with how it's all panning along there. Good, stretch up, calf stretch. Sitting over, give it a good lengthen up. And yeah, already halfway through November, right? Time just ticks over so very quickly. Before we know it, will be December, and I'm sure people are already considering, if not already, have bought Christmas presents and all the other fun stuff, and whose house we're going to be at, and what we're going to be eating, all those fun questions switch over. It's nice to be in the situation we are. Now we just, as anything, just hope that it doesn't change and we keep trajectorying in this fun direction. Alright, and tabletop, last one of our warm-up. Good, wiggle the hips side to side, give it a good shake out. It's good to sit down, lengthen things out. Fantastic. Oh yeah. Beautiful. All right, if you want a quick drink, this is the perfect time for it. I will start my trusty timer so we're all on the same page. Then we can rock and roll. All right. Bingo. That is the trusty button I'm looking for. And we're on. Fantastic. All right, grabbing our chair. Oops, in-centered. I'm going to bring the trusty 2 dumbbells in the picture. We'll come back to use those in a second. Let's get our arms moving to begin with. Good. Nice just to get some good flow with the arms, shaking it all out. Good stuff. Good, you can even move it a little bit side to side there, so we can change this up from being straight out in front, a little bit like our running arms, to having a little bit of lateral swing in here. All of it's good. 2, 1, you can go straight arm swinging. Good, please be mindful of the chairs. If I just rotate this to the side, it's cool, this polished concrete, you can just slide around a bit. Good, so that is your straight arm position. Having that just move nice and casually, side to side. Fantastic. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Bring it over the top there. And now both arms lifted up nice and high, coming back down. Just letting that swing through there. Just taking a little bit of extra time to get those shoulders to be moving well before we get into a little bit of sort of freestyle and backstroke in a standing position. just gives our shoulders, as you can see if I rotate around, just gives those shoulders a little opportunity just to get some good movement. Sometimes they can feel a little bit stiff in the morning. Right now it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It might just feel stiff, just give us some training. That's all it is. And that's a good place to be. We don't mind that at all. 2. 1 more. Excellent. Good. So that freestyle movement, so driving the arm up, and then like we're in a swimming pool, and just driving our arms through the water, pulling back. Good. I wondered how many people have been getting out into the pools of late, since we're now allowed back in them. It's definitely a nice space to just go and have a bit of a paddle around, and it doesn't always feel fantastic just to move the body around. Okay, feeling good. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, and backstrokes, spinning it back behind us. Good, you can see just working it back behind. Just gives the shoulders a nice opportunity just to move it around. The big key here is I'm not really dumped forward trying to rotate it back. I relax the shoulder so I can get good range of motion. Good, balance up a joint, fantastic, loosens everything up. Feels good to just get it moving around. In 3, 2, 1. All right, dumbbell time. Good, seated or standing, you take a pick. Whatever you want to do, that is okay. If you want to sit down, stand. Bicep curls. So bringing the dumbbells up in front, load up bicep, draw the shoulders back, head up nice and tall, executing some good solid bicep curls. Fantastic. Get it moving well. 2, 1. Good, rotate to hammer grip position. Alternate between a hazard running position now. Very similar to what we're doing with no weight resistance. This time now, we're in a standing weight position. Good, pump it through. Excellent. Sorry if I sniffle a little bit in advance. They've had a little bit of hay fever these last couple of days. Probably more so today, so apologise in advance for a little bit of sniffles, but we work through. Right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, upright rows. So that's about driving the elbow position up nice and high. So it's not about the elbows coming out to the side. See if you can bring elbows up nice and high. Now if you're doing it seated, it's the exact same thing. Nice wide stance with legs in front, driving that elbow position up nice and high. You work out however you want to do it, standard or seated. Good, now if you didn't have any dumbbells, can you do it without dumbbells? Absolutely. You can still load those shoulders up and execute that movement pattern. Nothing absolutely at all wrong with that. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Excellent, good. As you can see, start to load those shoulders. Relax, draw them back, chest up tall, internal, external rotation. So bring the dumbbells out, bringing them in. Notice I keep my elbow close to my body when I do this. I don't let the elbow wing out to execute the movement. I bring it in nice and close. Show that. Oop. Didn't really spin too well there. Relax, pull back, chest up, in and out through there, keeping that elbow close to the body. Good, the more you do it there, you'll notice something in your shoulders start fatiguing up. They are your rotator cuffs. Good, you may notice one side fatigues faster than the other. It just gives an indication of where the strength is. If you've ever injured a rotator cuff, you'll notice that side gets fatigued after about 2 or 3 repetitions. It's generally not as strong if you've had injury to them there. So this is one way where we can build up a little bit of strength with it. Take your time. You should be having to work too hard through that fatigue. A couple of repetitions in fatigue is absolutely more than enough. 2, 1, rest up. Like anything, the key to solving any problem is the consistent rehabilitation onto it. So it's being able to back it up day in, day out. Shoulders drawn out to the side, shoulder press. Now, I'm choosing to lean back on the chair. A couple of variations here. I'll swivel again to the side. Lean back on the chest, or sitting upright, whatever you feel comfortable with. I've enjoyed the back rest for today. Some days we want to work harder, some days not so hard. You pick. It's the great part about training. There's going to be days you're absolutely up for the hard stuff. And then days, nope, not feeling it, but what I care is that you turn up, you show up, and we do some training together. I always find that's the important factor. Not about how long you went for, but just the fact that you turned up. 2. 1 more. Excellent. Pop those dumbbells to the side. Oh, nice if you nose. Good. Legs forward and backwards. Make it move. Sorry, just a little scratch up there. Oh. Whew. Sometimes you just got an itch. Oh, still an itch. Fantastic. Right. Good. We can get those arms and legs working together. Good. We're going to jump straight into our rowing exercise. Good. If you've got some dumbbells, please use the dumbbells. Clearly makes it a bit harder, especially on your shoulders, that you need to keep your shoulders engaged while you're pulling the dumbbells back. Oop. Oh, there we go. Otherwise, I feel like I'm doing this, and that just doesn't feel right. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Dumbbells. Rowing exercise. Coming forward. Let's do it. Pull back. Good. Control forward. Squeeze your glute. Pull back. Excellent. Working with the team. Keep it coming. Squeeze glute. Pull back. Excellent. Hey, we work this together. Now, if you didn't have any dumbbells, sure, just like we normally do with the rower, we pull back nice and strong there. Again, the key is pushing with your legs against the floor, and that's what propels and brings you up when you use your glute to squeeze up. Excellent. Keep at it for me, team. Oh, while I battle this itchy nose. Just done. 15 seconds from now. Just ticked over. Keep it coming. Whew. Working hard. Good, driving strong with the legs. Against the floor. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, team. Forearm work. Hands on top. Let the fingers roll down. Curl them up and over. Control down, curl it up and over. Have a little bit of a play with this, team. This is where we get our strong forearms having to work. Excellent. Control down, curl up and over. Fantastic, team. It's the way we like to do our training. And a roll down, work it up. Good, hard, firm grip, internal external. Now, if you didn't actually have any dumbbells, it doesn't really have the same effect, but I'll show you the variation. For those that do have it, keep rotating it out. So you definitely can create this movement. You are going to get some forearm activation through this. Problem is, it's good to understand, our forearms are amazingly great at dealing with load. Right, you could do this for quite a fair bit of time before you actually start to create a bit of fatigue. And even when you get the fatigue, you're not really going to notice it of a loading. You're going to normally feel like it's just nearly completely overloading the actual joint structure. And that's why we want to put a little bit of extra weight resistance load, so we're not actually repeating the movement too many times, but just noticing that the muscle gets a bit sore. And that's where dumbbells really play their role. And then the last one, knuckle up. Bring it up and down. Excellent. And you can grip anything. Hell, if you've got a can of beans, 440 gram can of beans, it's half a kg, you could definitely play with that. And create the wrist rotations and the internal, external, and the pulling up and all that rotational stuff. You can do all that with it. Sometimes we just got to get a little creative. I had a client who had like little small sandbags, like a little sandbag that you normally throw and, a little bit of fun games with it. She had one of that, weighed it, I think it was like 300 grams. I'm like, perfect, let's play with it, right? We could definitely do things with 300 gram sandbag. Excellent stuff. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, our lucky last one before our quick rest period. Notice how I'm holding the dumbbells. This is the standard shoulder press position. This is a hammer grip shoulder press position. I'm going to hammer grip it over, but notice that I end up right above my head. So instead of ending up straight up and down, I'm actually hammer gripping over above my head. We're alternating between that. So the idea is if I brought them up together, I should have a triangle effect. I should be feeling like I'm coming into the middle. Good. So let's give that a bit of a go for me, team. Pull it up and over in hammer grip position. Excellent. Awesome. I see my timer. It says 20 seconds. Let's get this last bit done. Whew. And we earn ourselves our rest. Good. And a drink too. No harm done with that. Fantastic. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, excellent. Grab yourself a drink, walk around, shake your arms out, team. Always fantastic to just give that a good shake. Oh, yes. Oh. Whew. And then behind the scenes, where you guys can't see me, I scratch my nose up heaps. Oh, amazing. It's got to be a little bit of hay fever still triggering off there. just hanging around. I'm doing much better though. I won't lie, sometimes a top fast in the morning just keeps it all a bit more in check, which is lovely. Good, and you might find that you just want to get everything moving around. Depends on what you've been doing with your arms and shoulders and chest last couple of days. You know, if you've been doing a bit of gardening and a lot of digging, you may find your shoulders feel a little bit more exhausted than usual. Sometimes a good little shake around just feels fantastic. Whew. Now, that was the top half. Now we're going to do some lower half stuff. So, find our chair. Good, the dumbbells can stay aside. We already knew what we're going to get into. And that's some good old bodyweight squats. Load those legs, squeeze the glute, come up nice and tall. And what you guys can't see is we've got some cupboards here over to my left, to your right. And we're painting them white and getting more colours. And I've realised there is a spot that I've missed painting, which I'm going to need to touch up. So that could be an easy later job. You know, do a little bit more or another coat overnight tonight. Hopefully we should get that a nice, very white colour. I can just tell the original colour was red underneath there. I can just tell a little bit of the red's coming through. We'll get it a bit more wider after this one. Let's go for that. Red is that very strong colour. It can sometimes just seep through for sure. All right, doing all the right things here. Legs reloaded. 3, 2 more reps. 1 more rep. Excellent. Grab and hold. Dumbbells on top of our legs, please. And create a calf raise. Push off our toe. Strong calf raise. Excellent. Push down on your legs and then far up against it with a calf raise. Whew. Oh yeah. Now the burn be real on this one for sure. But absolutely be for real. Yes. We work through it. Good work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, good stuff. Put it on top of your feet. Leg lifts. I am going to drop my leg to the floor on this one here. If you want to keep both legs off it and go ahead and lift up, you can do that too, but there's nothing wrong with being kind to yourself and saying, hey, I'm not feeling the hard stuff today. I'm just going to do the slightly lighter version, and that is the one I'm doing there. We all have our days. That is A-okay. Good. Bring up. Nice and strong. Good. Depending on obviously how heavy the dumbbells are, they can get easy, they can get so very much harder. And you know, you can start to get a little creative. You can, some people have rice bags, right? Good old rice bag or a good old bag of something that you can just mount over the top of it. They work well. I think we had one client that had brought like a 5 kilogram of rice, and we'll pop that on their laps while they do calf raises. I said, fantastic, right? Especially imagine the 10 kilo sack of rice. You're going to use it eventually, and here's the cool part. If you want to make it easier, start cooking some rice. And that is, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Don't cook the rice and then put the rice back in the bag. Cook the rice and eat it for something, but the leftover rice in there will be less, so that can be made a little bit easier. You can definitely get creative. At the end of the day, weight is just a form of resistance, whether it's 1,000 kilos of bananas or 1,000 kilos of feathers. It's still 1,000 kilos. May look very different, but still 1,000 kilos. Okay, next one, pushing up on our toes. So this is where we get anterior tib. We get this muscle group that works on the side here. All I'm doing, heels are firmly planted on the floor. I'm just lifting toes up. They can fatigue quite quickly. What my suggestion is, after you lift them up, let them come down and touch the floor there. Let them actually relax on the floor before you come up and down again there. It's when you're constantly coming up and down, come back, without letting it have a bit of rest. It can sometimes just load up anterior tib just that little bit too much. So nothing wrong with letting them drop down for it there. Right, 3, 2, 1. Good, doing all the right things. Standing calf raise. Good. Dumbbells by the side. Now you've always got the grip. You've got full grip, so I'm holding on to that. Right, you've got pincer grip, so if you want to hold dumbbells both in one hand, pincer grip or no grip, whatever you feel comfortable. If you're comfortable with no grip and you want to hold the dumbbells in either hand and then create your calf raise, absolutely go for it, right? That's what this is really all about, finding that point. Now, if you want to make it a teeny bit harder, you can come up and hold there just for a second before you come down. By actually holding up nice and high just for that little bit, you're just working on a bit more extra ankle stability to execute that movement pattern there. Good, good fun. And as you take off slightly wider stance, that increases your level of overall stability. Closer you come in there, that becomes a little bit harder. You may feel not as centered or as balanced. It forces you to want to be more centered, but if you don't feel centered, you're going to start to lean and wobble a little bit there. It's a little bit of a fun way. Right, 2 more. We got this team. Last one to come. Excellent. Taking a seat, just hold on to the dumbbells for now. And we're going to go leg extensions, alternating leg extensions. Fantastic. Working it hard. Now, I'm sure you all know what's going to happen right after this. And you're right. We're going to continue leg extensions, but put the dumbbells on our legs. 5 seconds before we do it. 2, 1. Put it on. Alternating leg extensions. Up, up. Oh, what a flop. Let's try that again. Alternating leg extensions. Yes. Beautiful. Gotta work with it. Good. I'm hoping you didn't lose the dumbbell like I did. Keep it in place. Oh yeah. Stay there. Don't be going anywhere. Right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I nearly lost it. Stay there. Excellent. Now weighted squats. Oh yeah. We're a bit more tired now, and that is a-okay. See if you give me a full minute here, team. Come really close to the end. 1 full minute of squats. I don't know when that timer should start though. You reckon now? How about now? We're going to officially start it now. Ah, it's wonderful, team. That's what this is all about. I want to see 1 full minute. You go at your pace. Squeeze you good. Come on nice and tall. Hold on to those weights. We got this together. Whew, yeah. Bring it up nice and strong. Fantastic. I hope everyone's got a nice dinner planned, or some lunches, or whenever you're doing this training session, whatever you're eating afterwards. We've got some leftover pasta. That makes me very happy. Delicious. 20 seconds. Yeah, Amy's excellent at cooking it up. We get the good pasta. All right. 10 seconds. Bring it home. Everything can be a bit tight fatigued, but we can still get the job done. Good. 3, 2, 1 more repetition. Fantastic, everyone. Pop them down, shake it all out. Hey, grab yourself some water. That is fantastic stuff, team. Shake it all about. Whew. Get those heart rates up. Oh, this is good. And we've got a nice little cool thing. Just to the right, we've got the little baby gym for the new little guy when he comes. You want to have a look? I'll give you a quick look. Look at that little baby gym. Fantastic. That's going to be cool. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. I've got to, well, we, Amy and I, need to help our little girls know that that's a no-go space for them. So that will be a fun thing to help them with. I think they're good. They know what to do, what not to do. All right, come join me. Let's get into a good stretch. Yeah, they know what to do, what not to do. So we'll keep helping them out with that. But that's going to be a lot of fun. Nice when you get those little things that you can, see and have a bit of a play with, and yeah, look forward to showing him when he comes. Good, nice, good stretch. Switch over legs. Oh yeah, sometimes glutes just need a good bit of love. Whew. A bit more tired than usual today, I am. If I'm totally honest. I think the hay fever really throws me a little bit. We had a fantastic sleep last night, like a good 8 hours and 10 minutes, I think it is, because I use a sleep app to track it. I think it was a good 8 hours and 10. Oh, and fantastic, right? Who doesn't want to be sleeping that long if you can? Quad stretch. That feels nice. Whew, I'm hoping you guys are not hearing all that, the digging and stuff there. It's just text messages I get from other devices. Even though I put this one on aeroplane, we have technology everywhere, so everything's always buzzing and everything's all synced up nowadays. Good to stretch up the legs, switch over sides. And the weekend's upon us. Hoping you have a wonderful weekend, which would be when you watch this the previous one. So hopefully you've had a wonderful weekend. I believe we're going to have Amy's family over, or go over and see them. We'll see what the day dictates. This weekend, which would be nice. Always lovely catching up with them. They're so nice, and we always have a good time. Lots of laughs. Good, quite done. Hamstring stretch. Sit over the top, give it a good stretch up. Rotate it around. Other than that, I don't think we really have any excellent news. We are, for those who love the garden, we are having a little bit of, I call it the red blotches, but red blotches or rust issue with our jasmine plants at the front. So we've got, I think 8 or 9 of them planted next to each other to make a big hedge, and you can see some of it's growing. So I've been pretty diligent every couple of days getting out there and removing as much as I can see of it. And just bought a product that I could sort of spray on and hopefully sort of dissipate the fungus, I think it is, switch over. And just, hoping that it doesn't transform itself into the ornamental grapevine. Because if it gets into the grapevine, I think we're all in a bit of sad motion. That was what happened last year. And I had to pull apart most of it. It's all grown back and looking good, but I don't know really whether that problem's solved. I just absolutely hope that it is. But we will see what that dictates, and when our little guy comes along there, something tells me I'm not going to be looking after these plants anywhere near as well. So if I don't get on top of them now, I could be in a little bit of trouble. So we'll see. Half stretch. Other than that, everything's good. The aphids absolutely had a field day over the helleboards. Just those things look pretty dried and mangled up. So I know it's past their time now there, so I can clip them all back and clean them all up, or all the new growth will come up the next time. But those aphids absolutely went bonkers on it. Families upon families everywhere. They really enjoy that plant. Good, switch over. Clearly have a good time with it. Other than that, really just normal old days for me. Nothing really too special to report. Ames as well. I do my thing. Family's good. Hope your family's well. So over the top for a lucky last. And in some way, shape or form, really hoping that everything keeps tracking in the right direction in relation to COVID and all the lockdowns, and being able to return everything back then. I should be able to see everyone early next year when I return back, obviously with wonderful news, and hoping with wonderful news. And then just being able to see everyone taking through their sessions and classes and see everyone's smiling faces. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to take time, but we will get there nevertheless. All right, excellent work today, team. Thank you very much. Bye for now.